Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show. On today's show, we've got IFSC action from the USA, and a man climbs Everest with no oxygen.
How is that possible without oxygen?
Good question, Terry T. He's incredibly fit, stubborn, genetically mutated. That
No
might
oxygen.
not be a fact. No oxygen.
Just carbon dioxide.
Look, stop ruining the story before the story comes, all right? It will happen in time. But we're starting with IFSC action from Salt Lake City. There is a double header of a competition taking place in the USA over the next few weeks. But the first two comps, Boulder and Speed, have been completed. In the Speed, it was Alexandra Miroslav who added another gold to the gold she won in South Korea and continues her perfect start to the year. She got a great time of 6.93 ahead of her teammate Alexandra Kaluchka, who took silver, and Natalia Kaluchka, who took bronze. For the men, it was Kermel Katamen who took gold and a time of 5.64. Noah Bracci fell midway for silver, and Ludovico Fasali took bronze. So, let's look at the first Boulder World Cup. And remember, there is another one coming soon. It was Natalia Grossman who won her second gold medal of the season and second gold in America with a great finals round that involved 2 flashes and 4 tops. Her teammate Brooke Rabatu got silver with 3 tops and 4 zones and just beat Miho Nanaka, who came third. Great to see her back on the podium after a slow start to the season. For the men, it was 18-year-old Mejdi Schalk who took the gold, his first ever win on the senior boulder circuit. He beat everyone with 4 tops, but close on his heel was Yoshiyuki Ogata, who came second due to attempts to top. His teammate, Rai Kawamata, completed the podium in third place after a 3-year break from competing. So, Salt Lake City, a lot to unpack.
Indeed.
I just want to do a last bit of IFSC admin, which is that the China World Cups press release was announced that was cancelled.
Postponed or cancelled?
Well, I mean, it's cancelled from China, which
Right.
is something I think everyone knew was going to happen. It's just the corona regulations there are just still too tight to plan anything. It says they'll look at rejigging it. I'm not sure that will happen.
Okay.
I think it might just get, as it did last year, that one just gets kind of closed down. But we never know. Look, they rescheduled the Moscow one, so maybe it will happen. But it's a busy time of the season, so
Right.
we'll wait and see for that one. The Speed, both of those winners are the world record holders, which is kind of cool.
So they just kept on winning.
Yeah, they just
And
speed.
it's theirs. It's their comp.
They're super speedy.
Officially. It's officially their
Super
comp.
speedy.
I saw the highlight video, because I don't watch comps, because, a time difference.
I know.
But
Oh, yeah, that's the reason. Yeah.
again, a super heartbreaking moment for Brooke Rabatu, because she topped, I think, what was it, the first boulder?
Yeah.
Like a second over the time. So that could have guaranteed
I
her
haven't looked
gold.
into the stats in detail because we were in Magic Wood
Right, actually bouldering.
to be honest. But I will look at it more deep. It was very, very close, and it kind of always is for that women's comp. Mejdi, that is a performance because Mejdi seems to me like he hasn't, in my head, shrugged off the teenager thing, right? As in, like,
Yeah.
he feels young, and yet
He looks young. He is young.
He looks young.
He's,
he
what,
feels,
17, 18?
Yeah, and he's kind of like, he was talking, I remember him on the bus in South Korea, and he was talking about how much music he listens to on his like, it shows screen time, and he was saying like 10 hours or something. And I know, like, I'm not saying he's immature, but what I mean is it's felt like he's been in that junior circuit for a while, and then this senior push, it's spectacular. It really is. He's beating the Japanese team, which is awesome.
Yeah, but also, I feel we spoke about it quickly, how young the whole men group is as well. Also got into the finals, and Moana making finals the first time in like so long.
The women's comp as well is young.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember that a couple of weeks ago? It was like Stasha was the oldest in it, and she was 24.
Yeah.
That made me
Way
feel
not to feel old.
so old.
Yep.
You feel old too.
I'm 25.
Dude, welcome. Join the club.
Ah, thanks.
It's a great
thanks.
club to be in.
One last thing. The setting maybe was in favor for the new young generation.
More traditional styly.
More jumpy.
More jumpy.
More jumpy. More jumpy, sloppy.
Them
That's
old people. I don't jump.
One way to
These
describe
knees
it.
don't bend. It's true.
Right. I'm moving on to some outdoor bouldering news. US climber Michaela Kirsch is in Magic Wood, and in just a couple of days, she managed to send Stephen Wolf and Riverbed, both 8B or V13 boulders. As part of the Alex Puccio and Nina Williams clan, I'm sure we're going to see more ascents coming from the woods.
I saw one of the funniest moments in the last couple of days, which is you bumping into Nina Williams in Magic Wood. Because, like, you don't fangirl. You're very good at, like, I mean, you fangirl, like, when you're not in front of them.
I pretend I don't know who they are, or say something about a cool video they made a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but this
like
time,
casually.
This time, it was Nina, you, and you just kind of went, yeah.
I said hello.
I was
like, hello.
And then you turned to me for some reason and then started mouthing, oh my God, it's Nina Williams, when she was in front of us. Like, I didn't know what you wanted me to do.
I was like, you do the talking. I said
like,
that. I wasn't mouthing it. I was like, you do the talking.
You were mouthing the whole thing. She was just behind you, and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Yes. So, who wants to see this women crush their Magic Wood?
Nice segue back.
Yes.
But they're on fire there in Magic Wood, aren't they? They're like on a bit of a rampage, or will be.
Play the video on the Instagram of Michaela of them doing all piranha, like pieced together. So yeah, V10 Boulder, just da-da-da. That looks like a fun, I don't know, like a fun weekend. To, you know, just go to Magic Wood, crush everything, feel good about yourself.
That's what we did.
It's not what it feels like.
Yeah, we didn't do that as well. Right, my next show is about Everest. Show? The whole show is me. My next story is about Everest. On the 21st of May 2022, David Göttler summited Everest without supplementary oxygen, as reported by Planet Mountain. It's been a stellar season for high-altitude mountaineers after a period of stable weather and the absence of high winds. There were around 575 summits, almost all with oxygen use. David has attempted this before, getting to 8,650 meters in 2019 and the South Col with Clignanjournet in 2021. David waited for all the commercial teams to summit with clients before making his attempt. It's his sixth 8,000 meter mountain without oxygen. So nice one, David. This is kind of an interesting story just because of the amount of people who summited using oxygen and the fact he didn't in that season. And that he waited for all the commercial teams, which I reckon he sort of had to.
That's a tactical decision though, isn't it?
I think it's some tactics. Obviously, you're going to get stuck. And if you haven't got oxygen, you don't want to be in that death zone as long as they can be there longer than you. Mm-hmm. But also, I think there's a sort of... Remember all that stuff that happened a few years ago and there was like almost a fight because there was... other teams climbing above commercial teams.
Right. Yeah.
I think you have to have this understanding. If you do something like that on Everest, you have to back off in line a bit.
Also, he was on his own, but yeah, what's interesting about this news story is also that the things that he's posting now on Instagram and how transparent he is with his ethics and how he's climbing the mountain. Mm-hmm. Just check out those Instagram posts, read, have fun. I just like this new transparency in alpinism and in this Everest ascent. From Everest, I'm moving on to a crag in France for a 9B First Ascent. As reported on planetmountain.com, Loic Zani is back in the news with yet another First Ascent, this time climbing Chicane at the crag in Oregon, France. This crag was popular in the 90s with many routes created artificially, and now Loic is bringing the spot back on the map. Chicane is an intense 30-meter moves 9B, which took him 2 months to free, and he proposed the grade of 9B. 9B counter!
Yes, 9B counter. Is it 9B? No, I've got another story.
I just meant this Loic with this ascent.
Oh, I see.
You know, he's on the 9B.
Why didn't this come? I feel like this is bigger news.
This is big news.
It's big news.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just a bit of a forgotten crag, so who knows when somebody will go and repeat it and, you know, confirm, disagree, talk about, grade.
And Loic's been in the news a lot. He's on fire.
He's a first ascensionist dude. He likes, seems like he likes putting up first ascents. But yeah, he's we talk about him a lot because he's in that 9A above range. Mm-hmm. So we come across him quite a lot.
Okay, well, I'm talking about trad now because Lexicon, well, it's got another repeat. Matthew Wright, a 23-year-old climber from the UK, has repeated the E11 route Lexicon in the UK's Lake District. It was the fourth ascent after Neil Gresham, Steve McClure and Dave McLeod have sent the climb. There's a great interview on Planet Mountain where he talks about the route, including describing it as not safe. It's certainly a scary route with a potential 30-metre ground fall if you were to drop the top. Matthew worked it for 5 top rope sessions and sent it clean on his first headpoint attempt. He placed all the gear on lead and has an impressive mental game in order to keep calm under pressure. We interviewed Matthew for that Wild Country giveaway the other day.
We did.
I was impressed by him. I hadn't really come across him before.
I never heard his name, if I have to be honest.
No.
And all of a sudden it was like, oh, you gotta talk to Matthew Wright. And I was like, who's that? And then the first post was him doing Lexicon. So, yeah, amazing ascent. And I love what he said during the interview. He was like, maybe the trad grades, I mean, they do still matter, but they don't matter as much as certain routes. So certain routes are gaining popularity and those matter more than the grade itself.
Yeah, he was kind of saying how like the UK certainly trad system has sort of reached the point where it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Because you get this weird thing where it's like E11 isn't this, but it's a safe thing and it's a sport climb and it's
but
like...
then who's proposing a new grading system that works on UK hard trad?
I know, it seems like pro climbers have just sort of just gone and left it. Like, I'm thinking Tribe, you know, there's like...
Tribe is Tribe,
everyone
though.
knows it's E12, but it's not considered E12. You know, it's I don't know what it is with trad. I agree with you. I think someone needs to sort this out a little bit. And if it needs a new system or a new way of doing it, it needs to come in. Because I don't see how we can progress ever unless that's sorted out. We
need like a round table talk with
Dave
all
McLeod is in the middle as the king.
Some EpicTV cameras here, you know, just
we'll
film it all.
Oh my god, it'd be so good. So he's
bring in the beer, so you know everybody's more relaxed about this new grade.
But then Dave doesn't really drink, so if he's the king, what'd you do?
Non-alcoholic beer.
Right, okay, I'll sort it out. We'll have a round table session, we'll film it, it'll be wonderful. Are we 9B countering now?
No, wait, I got one very lonely 9A roundup of Will Bosey. UK climber Will Bosey made the first ascent of Hooligan. Located at Raventor, this short and sweet 9A is made up of a 8B/C boulder problem at the bottom and a crimpy slabby 7A section at the top. This 9A is 2 minutes and 14 seconds long video.
It's my kind of route.
It's your kind of route. I think it shows him clipping 2 quick draws and the 4th one at the top.
Okay.
Something like that. Anyway. Short and sweet, new first ascent at Raventor. Good one, Will. And you're right, every time we talk about Will, he's always in the news.
Yeah, he is. Always there.
Being strong.
9B counter. You've got one. Loic is on it.
3 points.
Now, I've got a bone to pick with you.
Again.
I left 2 weeks ago to do other things, various other things, travelling around. Shows are coming soon. But I left you with a cliffhanger, which was, can you sort the 9B counter out? Put it into a spreadsheet.
We did find something or someone.
So it's a no. It hasn't been done, has it?
Matt, while you were flying first class around the world...
Can you imagine how good that would be if that happened?
Well, if that's ever going to happen, you want to sort it out on one of those very comfortable seats.
If you're an airline person, you're watching this thinking, Matt needs first class or business class or premium economy would be fine. Please get in touch.
Premium economy, just extra legroom.
It doesn't matter. It's premium. It's got the word premium. I'm expecting champagne. So hook me up, peeps of the world. So we haven't got a 9B counter still.
Yes, we do. Flash it on screen.
You say you're going to do...
Something flashed on
When
screen.
do you have time to do... Right, something flashed on screen. That's fair enough. All right, we'll attempt to get something together. I promise. Right, shop stuff on the EpicTV shop. And it is the mid-season sale. I don't really know what season... Are we not in... Is it spring? It's not midway through summer, is it?
Yes, we're almost in summer.
Okay. So it's not midsummer sale.
So it's mid-spring sale.
Thank goodness for that. I thought summer was gone already. Yeah, mid-spring sale. Here we go. So we've got loads of stuff, up to 50% off. I want to draw attention to something that I want to see gone from the EpicTV shop because I feel like I've been talking about it forever. If you're an extra small woman and you fancy looking like a superhero, check out the Altius hybrid hoodie because it's got that thing, right, on the front, the gold and green lines that to me look like some kind of Iron Man style armor.
It's a shield.
It's exactly. If you climb with that, 9As bounce off you. Fact. And it's, really reasonably priced. Half the price. 60% off. Get it.
Get it. Just that. Get it.
Get it.
Just because it's 60% off.
Do it.
And it's a shield.
Yeah.
Does it have, insulated properties?
Yeah, hell yeah. Insulates everything. Then it looks like a superhero. Also, BD is back in stock as well. So if you want some other stuff, BD is where you should look.
I was going to talk about the BD Women's Prime, just because you mentioned BD and I had to pick something very quickly. It's a shoe. It looks like an approach shoe. and it's available size 37 upwards, 37 and a half upwards, and that's 25% off, and you can get it at €74.99.
Dang, good price for a shoe.
And a really nice teal bluey color. So that's my sale on the shoe. It's an all-around approach shoe designed to deliver both comfort and performance.
Thanks, T.
That's it.
Sold. Buying it. Now, let's talk about content, because then we can talk about a talking point. And I wanted to chat about the Blockhelden Gym Tour.
Yes.
In Erlangen, which we didn't mention in the video for some reason, because I'm a fool. So that is a huge gym tour, world's biggest bouldering area. Check out this little teaser.
So seeing all of the features of the sun over there and this big round ball, what was the inspiration behind all of this?
The sun we already built in Bamberg, and we really love it. It's the centerpiece of the gym, like having a glowing sun, so we repeated it here. The circle is also, I think, classic. You have to have it. We made it in the biggest size you can make it in a bouldering gym, and we made it in wood to have a nice contrast. It's also made in our own production company. For us, first time to make a wood surface, but I think it's super beautiful.
All right, so that's one big feature. What's this behind us?
Well, that's something we built 10 years ago in our first gym. And it was like a 10-12 meter big roof. And now we did it a little bit bigger. It's maybe 50 meters now. And it's just super nice in Frangura to train for rope climbing. That's basically all the distance you need, all the endurance. And now we have a super nice exit also.
So bouldering gym is known for like short routes and quite powerful moves, but you also have to train endurance. So this is the perfect tool.
Yeah, in Frangura, I mean, you don't need like Spanish endurance, but for us, it's like if you can do 10 meters hard moves, you can basically climb any route in Frangura. So that's why we made the roof the first time 10 years ago, and we repeated because that's all you need.
What a gym that was, T.
It was difficult to film that gym tour because we were in it for just a couple of hours before actually filming
Just the walk around, the planning out took about an hour, didn't it?
It's complicated.
Yeah,
and there's so many things we had to not include in the video just because or else it would have been 50 minutes long?
I spent
an hour?
like half an hour filming the toilets, and that didn't get used.
And I'm sorry.
Didn't even get used. There was details. I had a light. What's I'll go away for 2 weeks.
No, I'm sorry. But yes, that gym tour is out. It's the biggest bouldering gym in the world. Probably. But only bouldering.
Yeah.
Like there's no lead, there's no top ropes.
No, there's not. And this leads on quite nicely to our talking point. Because look, you've been to a few gyms now. That was a mega gym. What is your, Terry T's, ideal gym? What would it have in it?
Well, let's set out the types of gym that there are. So I guess the first is like a basement boardroom.
Yeah. And let's keep this within the realms of reality, you know?
Yeah, no, like this is realistic. Like
Yeah.
people have and train in basements. Like, or, those like, I'm thinking of those old, what's it called? Like alpine schools. Like in
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like
with,
Rani Dileco's wall.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
getting an upgrade now.
Are they?
So good for them. Yeah. So that's gym number one. Gym number two, I guess it's a mix commercial gym that has a bit of lead, a bit of bouldering, maybe now speed walls.
Yeah.
And then we are starting to see these mega walls.
Yeah. And they are enormous. I mean, Blockhelden was
enormous.
huge. And that's a design. Like a lot of gyms seem to move into a warehouse space and take it over, you know? That's one of the first I've seen that's just been built, ground up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So there seem to be two types of these mega gyms, okay? There seem to be the mega gyms, I'm thinking like Innsbruck, where it's shiny and it feels like a new age gym. You know,
Right.
like Virgin Atlantic style, turn up in London, get your membership for €50. It feels very clean, white. Blockhelden seem to have a mega gym, mega gym outside, and then the sort of old school inside. It's a bit dark in places, a bit
think?
like... I think so. Well, and do you like that? A lot of people are commenting
you
on
asked what was my ideal gym,
Oh, yeah,
or if
sorry.
I liked the gym or not.
Well, what would you want a lead wall, I guess?
No, cause
No lead wall. Says the lead climber, right? All right.
Wait a sec. Yes, it's fun, and it is fun as an activity once in a while. But especially if you don't have a lot of time to train, or you need a climbing partner. Sometimes it's just nice to go in the gym and climb on your own, especially like for training. But Janja Gambret did an interview with Louis.
Louis.
Sorry,
Oh my God, was it Parkinson?
Parkinson.
Yeah.
And she said she just uses a spray wall. So spray walls for
The
life.
pros do, but this is something I've heard from only the Slovenian team and the Japanese
and
team.
Jakob.
Schubert.
Yeah,
He trains sometimes, but yes. But I think it could be a space issue. because there aren't that many big gyms in Slovenia.
Right.
Domins is too new to count, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Japan as well. They're little gyms. So if you're a lead climber, how else do you do it?
Well, circuits.
Exactly.
Circuits on spray walls.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, I loved the Blockhelden gym because it was just a playground. It was so fun. It was so fun to be in, so fun to climb in. But honestly, yeah, if a climber wants to get better at climbing and you take out all that social aspect and also probably just the fun aspect, you just need a spray wall.
Yeah, but Blockhelden had it. Remember that training? They had like
exactly. They have
sheet of spray
everything.
walls,
That's the thing. It's like it's a fun gym. That's so much more. That has a restaurant, and you know you're catered for all that social stuff as well.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. It's a fun place to be. I'd go to that gym if I lived in Erlangen, of course.
I would too. It's because we've got another one coming. I'm watching Flo edit it now from Sharma's gym, right? Because Sharma's gym also is a mega gym, but it goes for the white thing. So it has like white walls, streaks of blue.
Oh, so clean and polished.
Clean and polished. And then you get Blockhelden, which is clean and polished. It's brand new, but it feels a bit more undergroundy, you know?
Yeah, but what does that make?
I don't know.
Just...
I used to dislike the shiny gyms and like the older field gyms, and now I think I've flipped. I think I might prefer a shiny.
Well, yeah, of course. The briefing is better.
Yeah, but it's not real, you know? Like I used to climb in like the London Wall underneath the railway, like the old arch, if you remember that, London peeps. Grimy, horribly grimy.
Right.
I loved it.
But did you feel you improved as a climber?
Who cares?
Is that
I felt
all
like
you
a climber.
needed?
I felt like underground. I felt cool. I felt like I was on a dole. You know, like the 80s style. I was like training in like cellars. I felt like that, even though I was a teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway. Right, there was a discussion about let us know what your
ideal gym is.
Ideal gym, yeah. In a small paragraph underneath.
Yes, because we definitely rambled on quite a while.
A lot. So let's crack on. Comment of the week time.
Of the week.
No one has sent a song.
So we have to sing.
We have to sing.
No.
You ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Comments.
I'm following you.
Of the
Keep
week.
singing.
The thing is, you actually did choir and the singing lesson, so this is not fair.
Life ain't fair. You know, when you've got the talent like I do to get that world #1.
You get to sing on Climbing Daily. Comment
Exactly.
of the week.
It's a big deal.
Okay.
What's your comment?
My comment is from Elliot Heat. I hope it's not too warm. He says,
That joke, that's terrible.
ETVCDNS, EpicTV Climbing Daily News Show. And then we replied, Elliot, you're a genius. I don't think we need an abbreviation for it.
What you got to do is you got to read it with some American style music in the background. So, you ready? I'm going to do the American style CNN music, and you just go, welcome to EBDB. Ready?
Okay.
Ba-dum.
Welcome to EpicTV CDNS. Sorry, that's not my American. Sorry.
You
that was
have
so
an American
nasal.
accent.
So
Like, you could have just spoke normal. Anyway, let us know what you think. Is that the future? Who knows?
But why, Elliot? Why did you write it out like that? Do we need to abbreviate it?
Everything should have an abbreviation. Your name is T. Your
It's just
actual
'cause
name
you're
is
lazy.
Teresa.
Yes, that is true.
True. My
what's
comment
yours?
is from Trackpad, and he says, "Happy 2K Epic TV." He's chatting about the fact there's 2,000 on the articles, on the videos counter.
2,000
Now,
episodes.
we're excited by it too, because when we did 1,000, we did a whole show, me and Hugo in a field, talking about how epic 1,000 is. We now got to 2,000. The reason we're not that excited is that over the years, it's been quite difficult to keep track of these numbers. I spent a couple of days a couple of years ago trying to sort it out, because the problem is once...
You did? No,
Yes,
you tasked your intern at the time.
that's not true. I spent forever going through, because once you change one...
That's not true.
I did
You
do
made
it.
me do it.
No, I absolutely
You instructed
didn't.
me
We
for
talked
days on
We had
end.
a conversation about you
Who
doing
actually
it.
physically changed those numbers.
Me on you. I had a spreadsheet. Are you this?
so-
We'll discuss this off air.
This was
because
one of those useless tasks
I
you
agree.
would give an intern.
And then you didn't do it.
Yes, I did. Clearly, the
Hours-
numbers have changed.
Hours on YouTube, me just going through it. The point is we don't know if we're at 2,000, but we are close. Whatever we do, we're probably over, because we do lots of videos we don't actually.
Can we
number.
not just check how many videos are uploaded to YouTube?
You are no longer an intern. So if I can't delegate to the intern that I then did my job anyway, we need a new intern. And don't say that, because people send in stuff.
Oh gosh.
Whatever is an achievement, we are proud. We're just not 100% sure it's correct.
But thank you all for watching.
Yes, and please do keep subscribing and watching and all that.
Yes.
We won't be back next week. I think Hugo's...
You'll see Hugo.
Yes.
To all the Hugo fans out there.
It's a Hugo week. See you soon.
See you soon.